Detroit City FC is an American professional soccer club based in Detroit, Michigan that competes in the USL Championship. The club played in the National Premier Soccer League from 2012 to 2019, and from 2012 to 2015 they played their first 4 seasons at Detroit Cass Tech right here in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit Cass Tech being a local high school right in the heart of the city. Detroit Cass Tech is a high school in Midtown Detroit. It was established in 1907 and is part of the Detroit Public Schools Community District, and it's named after Lewis Cass. As you can see the buildings right here, and then you can see like Detroit off in the distance right there. It's Thanksgiving morning right now, so everyone's coming down here for the Lions game today against the Packers for the annual Thanksgiving game. Detroit City FC was founded by 5 Detroit professionals who became acquainted through the Detroit City Football League, a local rec league made up of teams from historic Detroit neighborhoods. Over its short history, the club has become well known for its passionate supporters and strong attendance numbers. To many, City embodies the incredible grassroots growth currently taking place at the lower levels of soccer in the United States. This is the field that they would play at, and as you can see, there's natural grass, which is very unique for high school football stadiums. Usually by now they have turf. And as you can see, the stands right there. The team's nickname Le Rouge is derived from Detroit's French roots and the River Rouge that flows through Detroit and many of its suburbs. They started out in the National Premier Soccer League, which is the 4th division of soccer in America. It's one of 2 4th divisions in America. In their very first season, they finished 2nd in the 5-team Great Lakes Conference of the Midwest region. They would end up losing 2-1 to AFC Cleveland in the Great Lakes Conference semifinals, ending their season with 5 wins, 2 losses, and 5 draws. That year, it was announced that Kylie Stannard and associate coach Cale Wasserman would not be returning for a 2nd season. And they would then hire Ben Pierman as their head coach for the 2013 season. And that season would be their best season so far. They would finish 1st in the Great Lakes Conference of the Midwest region and was ranked number 1 in the NPSL following an undefeated regular season and a Rust Belt Derby championship, which the Rust Belt Derby was contested between AFC Cleveland, FC Buffalo, and Detroit City FC. After beating rival AFC Cleveland for the 3rd time that season in the semifinals, Detroit City FC would lose to the Erie Admirals, ending their season with 12 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Then in 2014, their 3rd season, they would finish with 8 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws, and finish 2nd place in the newly aligned Great Lakes West Conference of the Midwest region in the NPSL. That year in 2014, their 3rd season, they would debut in the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup on May 7th, and they would lose to RWB Adria in penalty kicks, 2-2. So that is a, RWB Adria is actually an old Croatian side from Chicago. I talked about them. They played Lansing United, I think, back in the US Open Cup, around the same time too, maybe the same season. That year, they would also claim the Rust Belt Derby Trophy for its 2nd straight year. And additionally, the team would extend its home winning streak to 15 games, with its last loss being in July of 2013. And then in 2015, they would set their attendance record with 3,884 supporters, which is with its 3-1 win against their arch rivals, Michigan Stars. So right here, there was almost 4,000 people just packed into the stands right here. And then 2016, they would raise almost $800,000 to renovate Keyworth, and they would move from Detroit Cast Tech to Keyworth Stadium up the road in Hamtramck, Michigan. And just to give you guys an idea of how far away it is, it's about 5 miles north, and so it's about a 12-minute drive, so not too far away. You can still see the city off in the distance when you play at when you play in Keyworth. A little bit similar to when you play here in Cast Tech. Beautiful skyline shot of Detroit in the background.